Good morning and grand rising. I'm Toby Tompkins. I'm the founder and CEO of Safio, and welcome to another Monday morning message. Our theme is Live Beautifully, Lead Beautifully. Now, for those of you who may be tuning in for the first time, beautiful leadership is the recurring and measurable evidence of care, transparency, and trust in our actions, decisions, and impact as leaders, teams, communities, companies, and nations. Without it, companies and countries will never achieve or maintain their sustainable development goals, and leaders will never realize their full impact on others. So what does it mean to care, the first part of beautiful leadership? Care is defined as the provision of what is necessary for the health, welfare, maintenance, and protection of someone or something. It's essential, and it's an essential ingredient in creating an enabling and psychologically safe environment for all people. Well, we all experience moments in our life and in our careers that reveal how much or how little others truly care about us. And to talk about this in a very clear way, I want to share a very personal one that demonstrated the importance of care as a leader to me very early in my career. Well before any discussion about including sexual orientation as a part of the HR and diversity policies in corporate America, I was outed as a gay man by a senior level executive at my employer who was attempting to convince me to advocate for the implementation of a sensitive human resources policy at our company. This policy would further secure his influence at our company, but would most likely have destroyed my career in the process. So rather than risk embarrassment to myself or humiliation to my family, I decided to tender my resignation to my boss. Now, it was a very emotional moment for me. I wasn't ready to come out to my boss or anyone. And when I tendered my resignation, I told my boss that I was encountering something that was more than I signed on for and that he would just have to understand. And he stood up and he looked at me and he said, "I'm not going to accept your resignation, not like this." He said, "And I want you to know that there isn't anything you can't tell me that I probably already know." So I was upset. I took a deep breath and I said, "Well, you at least have the right to know." So I told him. And I waited and bristled for the reaction, which was, "Okay, I'll accept your resignation, and yeah, you did the right thing." But that's not what he said. Instead, he said, "Toby, do you want to know how I really feel?" And I said, "Sure." And he said, "I feel you are the most courageous man I've ever met. And that's why I can't accept your resignation. I need you here." And so I stayed. And I can tell you that that demonstration of care on that day, in that moment, became the cornerstone of who I always wanted to be as a leader today. Because it was through his care that I decided that I could stay and that I could be successful as long as I had him as my boss. And so I stayed in that organization and went on to make significant contributions. And then to this day, that person is still a mentor, a trusted advisor in my life. So care is the first seed of possibility for any kind of transformative leadership. And what I want to ask you is, what are you willing to do to ensure that the people who rely upon you and rely upon your leadership know that you truly care? All right. Thank you. Have a great week. And we'll be back next Monday with another Monday morning message. Also, send your questions for this Thursday's Ask Toby. And if it's selected, I'll respond as well on Thursday morning. Have a great day.